Welcome to Organizing with Ease, where we simplify and organize our lives for the better. I'm Diana Moll, your host, here to guide you towards a more organized and enriching life. Together, let's explore practical strategies, inspiring stories, and expert advice to simplify every aspect of our lives. Are you ready to embark on this journey with ease? Let's start.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Organizing with Ease. I'm Diana Moll, and I'm so excited to continue our June series dedicated to helping you get summer ready and organized. If you're just joining us, well, welcome. And in our previous episodes, we tackled morning routines, family calendars, and kitchen organization. But today we're going to focus on creating the perfect space for some summer fun outdoors. An organized outdoor area can become a haven for relaxation and gatherings, making it safer and more enjoyable for everyone. So let's jumpstart your efforts to keep your outdoor space organized and functional. But before we start, I do want to say if I sound a little bit off today, it's because my sinuses have lately just been going crazy due to the weather here. In the 305, my sinuses have been going along with it. So my deepest apologies. But let's start. The first step that you want to take is to actually assess your space. Take inventory. Make a list of all the items in your outdoor area. This includes your furniture, your toys, your garden tools, and decor. Take note of any of the items that are damaged and are no longer needed. This will give you a clear idea of what you have to work with. So I can honestly tell you that on a personal note, I took care of this over the weekend with my husband. As we were going through the patio, we noticed that there were two large items that we could definitely let go. One is our ping pong table. Sadly, it was definitely damaged over the years that we've had it, and it was time to let it go. So there was literally no discussion because it was damaged and it was rusted on the bottom. The second item that we were able to let go, again with no discussion, just basically just looking at it, and that was our fire pit. We had a fire pit out of metal. It was years old. This was a fire pit that the girls had used, but now it's time to move on, let it go, and actually take some time to look for another replacement for the fire pit. Because summertime is always fun and enjoyable when we get to go outdoors and do some roasting. Now, second, after you've done all of that, you've determined you're taking the inventory. The second is to identify the usage area. You want to determine how different areas of your outdoor space are being used now. So example, do you have an area for your dining? How about lounging? How about an area for your playing area and or gardening, especially if you have a wall, a plant wall, or actually any type of an area where you have your plants. This will help you better organized and get you organized based on the function of the areas that you have. Then you want to measure the space. Knowing the dimensions of your space can help you plan the layout more effectively. Measure the areas you want to organize to ensure you make the best use of the space available. This can help you decide on the placement of furniture or other large items. This is really helpful, especially if this summer you decide to start looking into possibly replacing some of your patio furniture and or maybe adding, making sure that you have the correct measurements for the furniture to fit. On a personal tip that I like to do when I do my outdoor spacing, I actually like to sketch it out, like literally like a rough layout, writing it down, marking my areas for the different activities, because this for me gives me a visual guide that is planned out. I have it on paper and it shows me the actual organizational process much more efficiently. So once you've assessed your space, it's actually time to declutter. Or if you like to say the word purge, all the same in the family. Just like we did in our kitchen, we start by removing everything from the area you're organizing. This will allow you to see the space clearly and decide what truly belongs. Again, I'm focusing on the outdoor spacing. Now let's talk about how to declutter effectively. Don't you want to know that? I do, because it's all about the how to. We want to start with sorting the items into categories. Group similar items together. For example, Place all garden tools in one pile, outdoor toys in another, and so on. This helps you see if you have duplicates and items that are no longer needed. Second, you want to evaluate each item. Ask yourself if the item is necessary and is in good condition. If not, consider donating, recycling, or tossing it, or another word of discarding it. But you need to really be honest about what you use regularly. This step is crucial for freeing up space and reducing your clutter. Consider seasonal storage or storage for the patio. Storage items that are not used year-round in maybe a garage, a shed, or a storage bin. This frees up space for those summer activities and keeps your area looking tidy. Think about items like holiday decorations or out-of-season sports equipment. Here's an additional little tip that I like to use, and it's actually called a method. It's a rule, actually. It's called one in and one out to prevent clutter even on your outdoor patio areas from building up again, right? This means that for every new item you bring into your outdoor space, you should get rid of one item. And I don't know about you, but we just love our pool floaties. And that's just the same thing. One in, one out. Sometimes we take out three, put three back as far as the replacement, but at least we know that we have the space for it. We definitely want to keep frequently used items accessible and easy, and store less frequently used items and put those out of the way. So like I do have an area on my patio where I have a cabinet with doors, and in the front I have all my suntan lotions. I have easy access. I have my pool toys as well. And of course, we cannot forget the excess of those water guns, because those are always fun to play with, even as an adult. Also, if you have garden tools near the garden area, and of course, again, pool toys near the pool. A study by the UCLA found that the average American home has over, ready for this, 300,000 items. Oh my gosh, that's a big number. And eliminating excess clutter can lead to a significant improvements in household efficiency. According to the Journal of Environmental Psychology, organized and clutter-free spaces, even on your outdoor patios, can significantly reduce stress and improve overall well-being. And that's all that we want, right? We want to be less stressed, not so overwhelmed, even during those summer months. Now, we want to also start thinking about cleaning the space. With your space now decluttered, the next step is to clean. A clean outdoor area not only looks inviting, but it also creates a healthier environment for you and your family, and of course, when you have your guests. So let's do some steps and go over them on how to clean your outdoor space. Of course, number one, you want to sweep and you rake. Raking is for the outdoors. You want to sweep out those patio, those decks, and any type of walkways that you might have in the backyard. This helps keep your space looking neat and prevents the buildup of dirt and debris. Then we want to, of course, wash those surfaces by using, of course, a hose, a pressure washer to clean those patios, the decks, and outdoor furniture. And again, this is just a little bit of a tip, but for those stubborn stains, a mixture of water and mild detergent can do wonders on any of those outdoor furnitures. But of course, to be just on another note, here is to be sure to check the manufacturer's instructions for cleaning outdoor furniture, because sometimes they do have specific instructions based on the type of fabric that you have on your furniture. Once you do that, then you want to clean the furniture and also the decor. Also, like any of those light fixtures that you might have, or any of those vases for any of those table decors. Again, wipe down the tables, the chairs, the cushions, or the fabrics. They also can be dirty. But again, check those care instructions and clean them accordingly. This will keep your outdoor seating area very comfortable and so inviting. Then you want to have either yourself or have your gardeners. You want to have them remove all the weeds from the garden beds and trim outgrown plants and shrubs. This keeps your garden looking neat and healthy. A regular maintenance of your plants can also prevent pest infestation and promote plant health. So I have to say that I actually had to get my house pressure cleaned. And so what they did was they also did the walkways that I have in the back, which actually made it all look brand new and very, very fresh. And also my gardeners Actually, this week they were only able to do a little bit. The following week, hopefully they'll be able to come back. But again, because of the weather here in the 305, it's a little bit wonky. Their schedules are a little bit off. But I do also have them do a little bit of a summer, just to pick up and trim also in the backyard, which makes it so inviting. But again, regular maintenance like sweeping and weeding can keep your outdoor space looking really great with just a minimal effort, really. But please consider eco-friendly cleaning products to protect your plants and the environment. And so just to let you know, I actually like to do cleaning. I know that sounds really crazy, but I really like cleaning the outdoor patio that I have. And sometimes my husband will take over and I'm just thrilled because then I get to do what I like to do and then he continues cleaning. It's a win-win. Now that your space is clean and decluttered, it's time to organize. My favorite part, of course. The key is to have a functional outdoor space, and that is to create dedicated zones for different activities to use smart storage solutions. Again, the key is to have a functional outdoor space. And how to do that is to create a dedicated zones, just like you have inside your home. So how do you organize your outdoor space? Well, let's start with, again, creating those zones. So based on your earlier assessment, and you designate the areas for like your dining, your lounging, your playing, and your gardening, this helps you keep everything in its place and makes your space much more functional. For example, creating a dining zone with a table and chairs and a lounging zone with comfortable seating and possibly even having an outdoor TV like we have here in our house, which makes it so much nicer when the kids are, they don't need to be indoors watching TV. They can be outdoors out on the patio sitting on the lounging chairs that we have. And of course, if you have a gardening zone, then that would be all with your tools and your supplies. If you do have storage, then and you need the storage, outdoor storage solutions are the best. And you definitely want to invest in the correct ones that can withstand all the elements of all the weather that you have, based on where you live, of course. You know, there's also the deck boxes, their outdoor cabinets, their weatherproof bins. Those are all great for also storing cushions, toys, and garden tools. But again, you want to protect these items from the weather so that they last longer and keep your space, of course, what? Looking tidy. But I also like to point out that maximizing your vertical space is also something that people also can use in your outdoor space. Use wall-mounted racks and hooks to store, again, like your garden tools or sports equipment. This could actually be part of your garage installation for your areas and or sheds. This also keeps the ground clear and maximizes your space. Vertical storage solutions are particularly useful in small spaces where your floor space is very limited. Think about incorporating multifunctional furniture. What I mean by that is you want to choose furniture that offers also storage, such as benches with built-in bins or tables with shelves. This helps keep items organized and out of sight. Multifunctional furniture is a great way to maximize your space and keep it looking neat. And just like we do our indoors, we also like to do the same outdoors. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about labeling. Yes, labeling everything if you possibly can. You want to use that waterproof labels to mark storage bins and cabinets. This makes it easy to find what you need and ensures that everything goes back to its designated place. Labels can help others, not just your family members, but possibly your visiting guests, know exactly where the things belong, those that they took out those items, right? Also consider creating a plant wall or add plants. Incorporating a plant wall or adding potted plants can greatly enhance the aesthetic of your outdoor space. Plants not only add beauty, but they also improve air quality and create a calming environment. Consider using vertical planters or hanging baskets if, of course, the space is limited. Use baskets and bins to keep small items organized. This especially is very useful for items like your garden gloves, I'm back to the gardening again, small tools, and of course your pool toys and or any outdoor toys that you might have. Consider adding a small shed or storage unit if you have the space to again keep those larger items and seasonal equipment out of sight but yet protected. A shed, if you don't have a garage, also can provide additional storage space to keep your outdoor area looking very neat and organized. So I will give some product recommendations There is also that I'll add to the show notes on the bottom. There's the Westwood outdoor storage box. It's perfect for storing cushions, toys, and garden tools. The Rubbermaid vertical storage shed is also great to keeping, again, your garden tools and equipment organized and protected. Add these products in the show notes so that you can check them out and see if they might work for you. According to a survey by House, 68% of homeowners reported that having organized outdoor spaces made them more likely to spend time outside. I have to actually agree with that. I am definitely part of that because if it's not organized and or pleasant, why would I want to be outside, right? So that makes perfect sense. The American Society of Landscape Architects suggests that a well-organized outdoor spaces can increase the value of your home by 15%. Now, that's something to consider, especially if you need to plan in the future selling your home, right? So, keeping your outdoor space organized requires, again, regular maintenance, just like we do indoor our house. The same applies. But with these few simple strategies that I'm going to go over with you, you can keep it looking great all summer long. So we want to definitely have a daily tidy up. You want to spend a few minutes a day putting away tools, toys, and other items that you have taken out or was used. This prevents clutter from building up and keeps your space very inviting. You also want to do weekly cleanup. Dedicate some time each week to sweep, rake out for outdoors, and tidy out the outdoor area. This keeps the dirt and the debris at bay and maintains a clean environment. So, as you can tell, the daily and weekly is also part of a routine that we do inside of our home that we now apply to the outside. Monthly deep cleaning is also very highly suggested. We do this actually every 2 weeks, actually, because we have to because of the seasons that we have here and because of all the rain. But once a month, for sure, do a more thorough cleaning, including maybe washing the furniture and surfaces, weeding and trimming the plants. Again, the outdoor gardening you might want to give to your landscapers and gardeners if you have them, which I actually have on a rotation, but of course they too are on a schedule. At the beginning of each season, you want to review your outdoor items in storage, store away seasonal items, and make sure everything is in good condition for the months ahead. You definitely want to encourage family members to help maintain the outdoor space, making it a team effort to create everything tidy and functional. Using a checklist to stay on top of maintenance tasks is always something to have. This ensures nothing gets overlooked and helps you stay organized throughout the season. So I have to tell you that I like to keep a small basket near the door to collect the items that I need to be brought inside. This makes it easy to do a quick tidy up each time I head back indoors. Another tip is to set reminders on your phone if you would like. I always like these reminders on my phone from those monthly deep cleans and seasonal organizational tasks. This helps me keep on track and ensures that my outdoors, and maybe yours as well, top shape. An organized outdoor space can truly enhance your summer experience, making it enjoyable and functional for family and friends. By assessing your space, decluttering, cleaning, organizing, and maintaining it, you can create an outdoor oasis that everyone will love. Stay with us next week as we continue our summer series and focus on organizing your garage for maximum efficiency. Have a fantastic week and happy organizing.
If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to Organizing with Ease podcast on your favorite podcast platform and leave us a review. Your feedback helps us grow and reach more listeners like you who are passionate about living their best lives. And remember, a new episode comes out every Thursday at 8 a.m. So mark your calendar and join us. Until next week, take care and keep shining bright.